the way into the end zone.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And a 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown! Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly. Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. This defense for the Chiefs, they were quite formidable in the win over Philly a week ago.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run here with Edwards-Helaire. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson. Demarcus Robinson. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Allen to throw once more. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
From the 38, Allen. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. On play action, Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Mahomes going to throw. That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Mahomes now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, They might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the 4, it's second and a couple. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And a route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To the air, Allen. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
The kick by Bass is good.
And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot. Pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on second down. Allen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Now left side on the swing pass. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. Going for the deep ball. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
The decision to scramble almost got him the first, just short 9 yards, and it brings up 4th and inches. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And Diggs has it. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To throw, it's Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, you know, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And when you have a punt returner, he's one of those Jimmies and Joes, one of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though. 52 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Hunter Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column, but as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent game. From the 44, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. Now Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. That one goes for 24 yards. They run here with Singletary. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Singletary again. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. 3rd and goal. Try to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Here's Allen. Being chased out left. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. One final try here for Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Bills. Devin Singletary with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. A.J. Klein. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Steps away. Completes it to Hardman. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season.
And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for the Bills, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville.